If there is noise around you, let the silence settle. What comes next is not background content. It demands all of you. They saw your stillness and thought it was surrender. They understood nothing. You endured the silence when you had every reason to explode. You remained standing where anyone else would have crumbled. The enemy thought your exhaustion would be your end. Today, in the heavenly court, your status was updated. What was seen as weakness has been recorded as strength. And I need to tell you exactly why your phase of surviving and fighting has just been closed. You did not arrive here because of an algorithm. You arrived because you were marked to arrive. This is divine alignment, and what you survived was not meant to break you, but to prepare you for this exact moment. Your mind replays the same difficult conversation at 3 in the morning. Your body trembles in situations that should no longer make it tremble. You feel like you are wearing armor you cannot take off, and the relentless question is, why them and not me? You fell silent, and the world interpreted it as weakness. You swallowed words to keep the peace, and they saw it as submission. There is something I will place in your hands before this message closes. Something Solomon recorded for the child of God, who needs to navigate the silent judgment of men, and it fits in your pocket. It is not a book to study, but an instrument to bear the weight of what you carry. I will return to this. For now, let it be. This feeling of being silently judged, this exhaustion from being misunderstood, is not just fatigue. It is a spiritual attack on your identity. It is the weight of the next difficult conversation you already know is coming. And on that very subject, on that conversation that drains your soul before it even begins, I have already left the instrument waiting for you in the first pinned comment. If you need to leave before the end, it is there. But stay, because the Hebrew name for what is happening to you has not yet been spoken. Have you ever felt that this exhaustion is not just human, but spiritual? What if this pattern of staying silent to avoid conflict is a sign that there is a battle against the purpose God has placed on your life? It was in seeking answers to this that I found this digital guide called the Solomon Code. This guide is not just a read, it is a key to spiritual understanding, a tool made for those who wish to see beyond appearances, to stop treating misunderstanding as a simple malaise, and to comprehend why the attack rises with such force against those who bear a mark of God. Many chosen ones here on the channel have felt the call of the code, but have not yet made the decision to download the digital guide. Download it right now. It is available in the first pinned comment. If you are one of the first to download, come back here and write, Amen. This will be your act of faith. And today God may show you why your silence was mistaken for surrender. There are 5 signs that your silence is not weakness, but a spiritual promotion in progress. The first is the involuntary vigil. You wake up in the middle of the night not with fear, but with a clear mind, solving problems that seemed insoluble during the day. What seems like insomnia is actually a summons to heaven's strategy room. The second is the sacred deviation. People and situations that once drained your energy begin to move away from you without any effort on your part. It is the hand of God clearing your path. The third is unexplainable peace. In the midst of chaos, when everyone expects you to fall apart, a calm that does not come from you sustains you. And about that scene, that calm the world does not understand, I have already left the instrument waiting for you in the first pinned comment. If you need to leave before the end, it is there. But stay, because the Hebrew name for what is happening to you has not yet been spoken. The fourth sign is the loneliness of the giver. You feel isolated because your way of seeing the world has changed. You no longer fit into the old conversations. This is not rejection, it is distinction. And the fifth sign is sharpened discernment. You begin to perceive the intentions behind words, to see what is unsaid. Your spirit is being tuned. For today, apply the protocol of the 3 silences based on Proverbs 17:28, which says in the English Standard Version, "Even a fool who keeps silent is considered wise. When he closes his lips, he is deemed intelligent." The first silence is of the mouth. Do not respond to provocation. The second is of the mind. Refuse to dwell on the offense. The third is of the spirit. Hand the cause over to God and rest. Do this in the next difficult conversation. And if you are feeling right now that this is exactly what you need, before I even continue, place your thumb now on the link in the first pinned comment. Don't click yet, just place your thumb there. Feel the weight of the decision before you make the decision. This guide does not train you, it covers you, and the next difficult conversation will arrive sooner than it seems. And it comes with 2 seals for your home. The first is the Ritual of the Righteous Sleep. It's an audio file. You don't read, you lie down. And what you used to call insomnia, today you will call an unsealed vigil. The second seal is the Awakening of Clarity, the 7 morning decrees, to get you through the first hour of the day with the posture of one who has been sent. You have a 7-day unconditional guarantee. If in 7 days the instrument has not touched what needs to be touched in you, you send an email and get your money back, no questions asked. And the 2 seals remain with you even if you return it. The real risk is not spending less than 2 coffees. The real risk is the next difficult conversation arriving, and you are still empty-handed. And maybe you're asking yourself, but what if my silence is forever interpreted as weakness? It is only interpreted that way as long as you do not operate in the authority it has given you. How do I know the difference between strategic silence and simple omission? Omission is fear. Strategic silence is power. The guide teaches you to feel the difference. I've been silent for so long, haven't I missed my chance to act? Your promotion was sealed in the time of your silence, not despite it. A 45-year-old mother dealing with family conflicts wrote to me, I stopped trying to win arguments and started governing my spirit. My home has changed. A 32-year-old IT professional facing a toxic work environment said, silence gave me an authority that no shouting ever could. And a 55-year-old ministry leader confessed, I thought I was burned out, but I was just fighting a battle that wasn't mine. Maybe in 3 hours, you will be lying in bed, remembering that you saw this video and still did not reach out your hand. Maybe at the next encounter with those who doubted you, the same feeling of powerlessness will return. The link is in the first pinned comment. For you who needs to get through the next difficult conversation with the instrument in hand, click now. And when you do, you are not buying a book. You are accepting an instrument that Solomon prepared for your ordinary day. The Hebrew word that precisely defines what is happening to you is dumia. Pronounce it with me in a low voice, dumia. It means silence, stillness, waiting. But not an empty silence. It is a silence that is full of trust and expectation. It is the posture of an army waiting in silence for the command of its general. And about this word, it is written in Psalm 4 verse 8, In peace I will both lie down and sleep, for you alone, O Lord, make me dwell in safety. David, pursued by Saul, hid in caves. He had the chance to eliminate his enemy, but chose silence. He did not act on impulse. He waited on God's timing. This silence was not weakness. It was the forging of a king. What David had to improvise in the cave, you can now do with a guide in hand. The instrument that Solomon recorded is the same one waiting for you in the first pinned comment. Let me put everything in simple words. Fact 1. There is a spirit that wants your silence to be confused with defeat. Fact 2. It does this by using the opinions of those close to you to keep you in a state of self-justification. Fact 3. David was the target of this same attack. Fact 4. Your hesitation to act, which you call prudence, is exactly what this spirit needs to convince you to give up in the next difficult conversation. There are 3 types of callings being tested right now. You are one of them. The first is the guardian of silence, attacked by the accusation of cowardice. The second is the architect of peace, attacked by the temptation to justify oneself. The third is the sentinel of the promise, attacked by doubt and impatience. Upon your type, heaven has sealed 3 names. The first, bearer of divine restraint. The Solomon Code teaches you to manage your strength. The second, heir of the right time. The third, ambassador of strategic silence. If one of these names resonated with you more strongly, write the number down below in the comments. 1, 2, or 3. For each name, the adversary has a tactic, but the guide gives you a weapon. And there are still 4 portals that I cannot open here due to their density. The guide delivers them. The final obstacle is false piety, the fear of appearing ungrateful by accepting a weapon that God himself forged for you. To accept the instrument is not to doubt his strength, it is to honor the general strategy. Now close your eyes, place your right hand on your chest, and repeat with me in a low voice, Father, I give you my weariness. I receive now the 3 names that have been sealed upon me. Bearer of divine restraint, heir of the right time, ambassador of strategic silence. And before the voice that comes next, I need you to hear this. The intensity of what you have gone through is not proof that something is wrong. It is proof that you are exactly where you are supposed to be. If this resonates with you, write below. I receive the turnaround. And now, the Father's voice. Listen, son, daughter, I saw you in that difficult conversation. I never lost sight of you. The chair at my table has your name on it. You have permission to receive what you have not earned. You have permission to occupy the chair without justifying it. You have permission to let the version of you that needed to suffer, to feel worthy, die. Solomon prepared this instrument for those who are tired. I now extend my hand and decree a covering of sealing over your house, your children, your work. You are committed, you are commissioned, you are sent. You are committed, you are commissioned, you are sent. You are committed, you are commissioned, you are sent. Walk with me to a room. There is a long table. An empty chair has your shape. Solomon is at the head and nods. We were waiting for you. Don't say amen yet. Sit in that. Now you can say amen. The Solomon Code is waiting for you in the first pinned comment with the ritual of sleep and the 7 morning decrees, for less than 2 coffees. Because an ambassador of strategic silence without cover rots in the next difficult conversation. It is not an expense. It is an instrument, with a 7-day guarantee. The risk is ours. The hand is yours. Click now, while the decree is still alive in your chest. In the next 3 hours, he will speak within you. See spending again on something that won't work. Decide on this tomorrow. This isn't for you. If it were from God, it would have happened already. You'll look like a fool. 5 waves. Today now, not later. Today. Before you go, think of one specific person who needs the same sealing. Send this video to them. If you made it to the end, comment below, Amen received. It is done. You are not the same person. You are deeply loved. The chair is yours, and so it is sealed. May the wisdom from above be your ground today. May your soul find rest. Until the next meeting, detén lo que estás haciendo ahora.